What on earth is going on with crime in Britain today? It feels like we're living through a crime wave. 80% of Brits feel that crime is on the rise. Theft is up to a level we've not seen since 2014. Everyone seems to have a story. Everyone seems to know a victim. So what on earth is really happening? Let me take you behind the scenes of our criminal justice system and show you what's really going on. Commit a crime and you can expect to go to jail, right? After all, actions must have consequences. But across the country, that's just not happening right now. Career criminals are getting away with crime on an epic scale. Since 2007, 50,000 criminals with 50 previous convictions have been spared jail time. Joseph Phillips has 300 previous convictions for theft, but received no prison sentence. Owen Hill was convicted of assaulting a police officer with 70 previous offences and was spared jail. Arthur McLean has been convicted of over 305 thefts and after serving a short prison sentence, immediately reoffended. Tanya Liddell has been banned from nearly all shops in the north of England and was spared jail for her 172nd conviction. Patrick Ryan was recently convicted of his 630th crime and still didn't go to jail. Career criminals are blighting communities right across the country. Cheryl's neighbourhood has been terrorised by the same faces time and again.
We kept reporting antisocial behaviour, drug dealing and gangs to the police. And when my husband was walking down from the local area down into the town centre.
Just down here?
Yeah, just down here. We actually, he got jumped from behind with a knife to his throat. Horrendous experience. And was told to stop reporting their dealings in our area. But that actually incensed me to start my local neighbourhood watch.
What effect is crime having on this community?
It's making people very, very uneasy about the area where they live. I had somebody phone me the other day and said that she was worried about walking up the high street at a certain time of day because she felt very intimidated.
How do people around here feel about the criminal justice system?
They feel it's broken. And I'll tell you why. Because once they report a crime, they've got no confidence that if somebody's been arrested, that person's going to be convicted, go to prison.
Cheryl's story is not unique. There are people like her all across our country. And what hope is there for them when good police officers feel they can't do their jobs? I went to speak to a former officer, Fenya.
I remember arresting a man and getting the briefing before, and it said this is his third arrest for the same offence. And I was like, why? How are we here? How has it reached this state that we're giving this man so many chances? And it's so frustrating because when you finally do catch that criminal, you put so much work and time and effort into getting him charged. And then CPS, sometimes, hopefully, they'll put in so much time and effort into getting him charged and taking it up to the courts. Half the time, they'll just scrap it instantly and just go, not interested. If it does get to the court, you could get a judge on a day that just goes, oh, but this poor man, I know he's done it 12 times before, but this time he's got to change. And you just think, how?
Yeah, it's just so naive, isn't it? And the public, they expect people to be sent to jail, don't they? I mean, we think that if someone gets caught for robbery or burglary, that they're going to go down.
Yeah.
And if they've been caught 2, 3, 4, 5 times, let alone these cases that you read of 50 times, why are they not going to prison?
When it comes to the prolific offenders, I mean, a lot of it is shoplifting. And I know that there have been incidents where the teams get called to the same shoplifters over and over again, shoplifting the same thing. And it's gotten to a point where police officers, they're just so completely downtrodden. They just stand there thinking, well, is there even any point in arresting this person yet again? Because I'm going to arrest them. I'm going to stand there in a custody queue 4 to 6 hours, because that's how long it takes, I would say, the majority of the time these days. It means you're always got to be off late for your shift. And you know at the end of the day that they're probably just going to get a slap on the wrist and sent back out and do it next week. And I do feel it's only a matter of time before it snaps, really.
We're a generous country. We believe in second chances, but not in 50th, 100th, 600th chances. This small group of career criminals are ruining people's lives. And the shocking statistic is this: 1 in 10 criminals are responsible for half of all the crimes. And behind that stat, the reality is probably even worse. But it also means this: if we can lock up those prolific offenders for longer, get them off our streets, we can massively cut crime. That is what the public deserve. That's what they want. And that's what I'm campaigning for.